Can tennis make you a better leader? Imagine you're all alone out on a tennis court playing in a tennis tournament. You've been chosen to play on a team and represent the state of Tennessee, your home state. You walk up to the line to receive the first serve of the match. You strike the first ball with confidence, a backhand, right to the bottom of the net. You think to yourself, okay, next ball, because you have to keep positive, because everyone is looking at you. But no matter how hard you try, you just can't hit a single ball on the court. Well, as you all have probably guessed, this was me last August. During this particular tournament, I was forced to find inner strength, focus, and motivation. I had to fight for myself by myself, and I couldn't hide from the terrible reality of how bad I was playing. It is because of matches and tournaments like these that I believe that tennis can help make you a better leader. While all sports and competition take a level of these traits, the level is amplified in tennis because it is only you versus your opponent. Therefore, with being the only one out on the tennis court, you have to draw on your own motivation and determination. Dominic Thiem exemplified this trait perfectly in his match in the 2021 third round of the Australian Open against Nick Kyrgios when he found himself down 2 sets and with the crowd against him. He had to use his own determination and motivation to win the next 3 sets and pull off one of the greatest comeback victories of all time. In his post-match interview, Thiem said, "Giving up is never an option, there is always a chance. To be an influential leader, you can only look to yourself to find self-strength, focus, and motivation." Thiem proved this perfectly. As I mentioned before, out on the tennis court, you're out there all by yourself. Yes, you have your teammates and coaches, but ultimately it's just you making clutch decisions. Out on the tennis court, in the heat of the battle, you are the only one fighting for you. Your coaches and teammates can't play for you. Mentally, the loneliness and independence of tennis can help improve leadership skills. As a leader, not everyone is going to be for you and always agree with your decisions. Roger Federer exemplified the mentality and independence a true leader has in the 2009 Wimbledon finals. Federer beat Andy Roddick 16-14 in the 5th set, and for those of you who don't know, a set goes to 6, making him the 2009 Wimbledon champion and the #1 tennis player in the world. Federer fought for himself by himself. Nobody could play for him or even coach him. Federer exemplified attributes of a true leader. Roger Federer is famously quoted for saying, "The best warrior doesn't win always, but he will fight again without fear in the next battle." Similar to a tennis player's mentality, leaders fight and are resilient even when all odds are against them. By now, I'm sure you all are wondering how tennis is different from any other sport. Well, for one, as I have mentioned before, tennis is an individual sport. Secondly, because tennis is an individual sport, your mistakes play out for everyone to see and all the blame falls on you. There are no timeouts and you can't just sit the bench on a bad day. Okay, so just like the story that I was telling at the beginning, you know, the one about me playing for my state and completely embarrassing myself because of how bad I was playing. That tournament, I was vulnerable out on the court, but I had to play, and after my matches, all the blame fell on me. I had to own it. But even on successful days, your team, whether that's your coaches or teammates, get all the praise and all the glory. A leader always deflects success and takes on criticism. This is the life of a tennis player. Now, I know that most of you all don't play tennis, but I wanted to encourage you to use your passions to become a better version of yourself and a better leader. John Gordon, an influential writer, said that leadership is not just about what you do, but what you can inspire, encourage, and empower others to do. You can use your passions to become a better version of yourself and become a better leader. Thank you.